Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Switch Survival Guide. This is episode 100 in this series, and as a special celebration for 100 episodes, we are going to do this whole video in virtual reality. And we are going to take a tour all around the island to show you all of the bases that I've set up and all of the dinosaurs that I've tamed. You can meet some of my favorite dinosaurs in virtual reality, which is pretty cool. And I'll tell you a lot of the things we've done throughout this series, since a lot of you have joined in partway through the series, and there will be a link in the description for the playlist where you can watch any episode you've missed and see everything we've done so far. Now, if this is your first 360 VR video, all you have to do if you're watching this on a smartphone is go full screen and point your phone in any direction, and the camera will rotate as you look around. If you're watching this on desktop, just click your mouse on the video screen and drag it around to rotate the camera. And if you have a VR headset, drop your phone in and use the Android YouTube app to watch this video. And there's a little goggles icon in the bottom right hand side of the video screen that will make this go into full VR mode, and you can experience in full virtual reality just as this video is intended. And if you don't have a VR viewer, you can pick one up that works with your smartphone for anywhere between $5 and $20. I'll drop a link in the description for the one that I use. Either way, I really hope you enjoy this virtual reality dinosaur experience, and if you watch until the end, I'm going to give you all a special thank you at the end of this video for all of your support that makes this channel possible. Now, this is where we first started our Ark adventure here on this little peninsula of beach. This is South Zone 1, which is the default starting location, and it's a great place to start your Ark adventures. Now, we started here starving to death, having no food, no clothes, no water, and basically just had to start scraping some tools together, making some makeshift weapons to barely survive while we were running for our lives. And this little thatch hut was the first place we lived, which is tiny, but it was just enough shelter to survive. Then we started to expand and go down the peninsula up into the jungles and started taming dinosaurs like a Triceratops and Parasaur. Got ourselves a nice little couple of friends and got some better tools like a bow and arrow. And as we got stronger, we were able to gather more materials so that we could actually build a better house up here on the cliff. And if you look in the distance, there's a cool little cliff face up there. And that's where we built our first house. Now, this house is designed so it's hanging off the edge of a cliff, and it's about 6 stories high. And even though the house itself is built mostly of thatch, which is really weak, I've got some Dilophosaurs hanging off the edge as bait so that any carnivore that attacks would just be lured right off the cliff and did no damage to our house. And we tested that out, and it worked perfectly. But definitely check out the view here. It is really cool. Now, as soon as we had enough materials, we built this wooden raft and sailed off to Herbivore Island, or South Haven. Now, this island is tropical paradise for Ark, and I've got a whole video that showed you how to get here, but there are no predators on this island. And the only dangerous things around are actually in the ocean, and you don't even have to go in there. So I'll actually show you, though, underwater. This looks really cool. This is the coral reef that is right inside the island here. And it's a little manta ray down there. We've got some beautiful coral. I mean, this is a tropical paradise island. And as long as you don't pick up any herbivore eggs, nothing attacks you here. So while I was here, I started building up my base and leveling up my character. I have a guide on how to get 20 levels in 10 minutes, and I tamed up a whole bunch of really good dinosaurs going on raft expeditions from this area. Now, this is Normie the Tech Stegosaur. I got him during our Christmas special, which if you haven't seen that, it's pretty cringy. It's the Hall Ark Christmas special, but hopefully you'll have some fun with that. I certainly did. Also to your left is our Pteranodon that we picked up on this island as well. There are lots of good, peaceful dinosaurs up here that we were able to tame, and we built a raft taming pen out of wood before we headed over here, and you can see that back behind our Triceratops here. And that raft taming pen has made a little base we could live in. It gave us some space to carry dinosaurs back and forth from this island, and it also made it really easy to trap dangerous dinos in the raft and be able to tame them very effortlessly without ever taking any damage. So we've got a whole video on how to build a raft and make that into a taming pen, so be sure to check that out. And right here is Ankylosaur, our Ankylosaur. We actually tamed a lot of these dinosaurs during a Christmas event where there was a lot of red, green, and white colored dinosaurs, hence a lot of our dinos have some crazy color patterns. We also picked up this cool pteranodon that's red and purple, and our tech parasaurs back there. So we got some pretty fun dinosaurs, and we actually showed you how to breed those to get baby dinos. And while we were here on this island, we built this entire stone raft fortress, which is quite amazing. It gives us a really nice place to live. Our entire base is built on a raft. It's impervious to anything below alpha level dinos, and it can do crazy damage because we have these plant species X turrets planted on top of it, and those things can shoot down even an alpha T-Rex and slow it down so much that it can't even catch us to do any damage. Now this is the inside of that base, and we've got all of the amenities that are important for a base and even some room inside. It's very spacious, and we've got enough room to put a couple dinos in there and keep them really safe too. We have a beehive in the back corner and a refrigerator, generator, fabricator, and all of that good stuff. So our base basically gives us everything that we need, and we can sail it all over the island. So we built that up before we left the safety of Herbivore Island, and we built a garden on top, which grows organic vegetables and gives us all of the food we need throughout the entire game. We haven't really ever run out of food, and we've got lots of good ingredients for cooking. We also have this Tapehara that we tamed, which was a crazy high level. We got a level 134 Tapehara, and I showed you a really cool trick to tame those guys. Now, once our raft fortress was in really good shape and really powerful, we headed up to this lagoon and spent a long time here taming up a bunch of really cool and helpful dinosaurs. Now, this is actually South Zone 2. It's another starting zone, and it's a great place to start. And while we were spending a lot of time here, we actually found one of the best base locations just a block or two away from this spot. And we went ahead and moved up here. Now you can see this area. It's right by Metal Mountain. There's a great supply of metal over there on that mountain. And on the top right-hand side, there are these huge high cliffs that block off almost the entire plateau that we built our base on. So this is a really good spot. We've been having a lot of fun here, and we found tons of really awesome dinosaurs that we were able to spot across this river over on that mountain. Now, this is Bob the Brontosaurus. We actually tamed him over by the lagoon, and we did a Bob Ross style painting on his back. So if you want to see that, it's actually on the other side of this brontosaur, but we have a whole video in this series where we painted a Bob Ross style landscape on this brontosaurus, and that was pretty fun. You can also hear my Bob Ross impression, which I had a lot of fun with. Now, we also have a whole bunch of Tapeharas. These are kind of like pteranodons, but we've been breeding them, and we built a really nice mansion on top of this plateau overlooking the river. And this is a really cool base. We've had a lot of fun just renovating it and building it out, and we've got it fully furnished and have pretty much all of the amenities inside this base now. And it's a great location. It's just right next to everything that we could could possibly need. Now, this is the inside of the base, and we've got a lot of open space here. We've furnished it, but there's still room for more stuff. And we've got an egg-laying station for the Hesperornis, which actually lay eggs that can be turned into oil, which is converted into gasoline. So we have a limitless supply of fuel for our electric generator, and it's a pretty cool base setup. Now, we used the new Ark Homestead update and have a bunch of cool structures that we've used to build some nice designs here. And we also caught a cool little otter, and this little otter down here is very cute and very helpful. And then if you look out the windows, you can see we have a really awesome view from this place. This is just such a cool place to live. And we've used a lot of the new Structures Plus structures to actually build out this base. Now, my favorite thing about this location is the view. If you look out the back porch, we have a big porch and landing pad, and you can just see forever out here. I use my telescope all the time to look out for cool dinosaurs across that mountain. And there's also tons of metal deposits and crystal, which are just a quick flight over to pick up. And while we were looking out the porch enjoying the view, I noticed a really cool red tech velociraptor. So we did a whole episode where I showed you a trick to easily tame raptors and just about anything else. So we picked up this crazy red and yellow tech velociraptor, which is a really high level. And we also got this green raptor just because she happened to be in the neighborhood and was trying to kill us during the process where we were taming. And you can also see in the background we have Bob the Brontosaurus. You can actually see the painting on his side right now, which it didn't quite come out the way I'd hoped. Yeah, definitely watch that Bob Ross episode. It was pretty great and terrible at the same time. Now, this is the dinosaur team that is responsible for most of our building success. This is a beaver named Chewy and a Doedicurus, or a giant armadillo, in the background who's green and red, Christmas colors. And the two of those can smash down trees and boulders like nobody's business and get crazy amounts of building material. And then the ankylosaur, which is on the right-hand side, is able to pick up metal and get tons of metal for building. Now, we recently built this little tree platform, and this is a tree base in the redwood forest. It's about 12 stories up in a tree, and this allows us to collect sap from the redwood trees. But that's the last outpost that we made, and we are now currently in the swamp just below this outpost. We trekked across the swamp, got stuck for quite a while, and I just got my base loose and was able to sail it right below that spot at the edge of the redwood forests and the swamp. Now, the swamp is crazy dangerous, but we've successfully gotten right here, and I am preparing now to actually tame an Argent Avis, which will be intense. I'm going to try to find a really high-level Argent on the mountain in the redwoods and see if we can tame it and survive. And once we have a high-level Argent Avis, I am going to go on a taming spree and pick up tons of helpful dinosaurs and teach you all about them. So be sure to watch the rest of this series. It's only going to get better from here. I also want to take a minute to say thank you so much to all of you who subscribe and support this channel. It means so much to me, and it's because of you all that I keep making these great Ark guides to help you enjoy your Ark adventures. I'm actually a relatively new YouTuber, and I only learned to record and edit Ark videos about 6 months ago, something like that. But since then, this channel has just exploded. I remember, I think it was, back in November, I was celebrating 300 subscribers, and now we're getting pretty close to 1,500. So this channel has just been growing so much, and it's all thanks to all of you who subscribe to this channel, who comment on our threads and keep the discussions going, and especially to those of you who share our videos on social media. If there's any video that helps you especially, please feel free to share those on forums or Facebook or anything like that. It all helps tremendously to help this channel grow, and the more it grows, the more I can focus on bringing you helpful content and cool videos for you to enjoy. So if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do so and ring the bell for notifications, because you don't want to miss out on all the cool and helpful videos that are coming your way soon. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more great guides like this one. Ark is an amazing game, but there is so much to learn before you can really enjoy it. We are dedicated to bringing you high-quality guides, tutorials, and Let's Play videos that are fun, helpful, clean, and suitable for the entire family. There's a tutorial in this series for everything we have done so far in this video. Check out these playlists for more episodes from this series and other guides to help you enjoy your journey on Ark.